everybody, and this is Dr. Diamond, and welcome back for yet another podcast. I don't know if my fucking thing is working. YouTube says it's not fucking working. Oh wait, yeah, it does. But am I actually... Oh, yeah. Yep, my actual thing. Can people understand? People hear me. And this is... Wait a minute. Something different. What's going on with my fucking thing? Hello everybody, and this is... Wait a second. Why the hell is Among Us? Yeah, fuck you, Among Us. I don't want to be, I don't want to be fucking copyrighted. I didn't even know I had Among Us music going on. The hell? So, it seems like everything is doing good. Yep, that is. Okay, one viewer. That was probably me. Because I was checking shit out. So anyways, guys, WandaVision. Well, because one, I like the show a lot, and I really miss it. And two, I just want to talk about it. I was gonna do, like a discussion on WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but, I mean, a new episode did drop today of, fucking Falcon and Winter Soldier, but, I don't know. I just feel more... I feel better discussing WandaVision since it's complete, you know? And Falcon and Winter Soldier only has, 3 episodes, so I just figured, hey, why not do WandaVision since it's actually complete? So, that's what we're going to be doing today. Now, wait, why is my... Okay. Anyways, so when I first heard about WandaVision, I was thinking, oh, okay, but I thought Vision was dead, and I wasn't too big of a fan of, like, the whole, like, 1940s or 1950s, I think it's actually 1950s, sitcoms, and 60s and shit like that. But then, when I learned that every, episode was a new decade, I thought, oh, this is an interesting idea. Episodes 1 through 3 are actually pretty fucking decent. I loved them. I really do. Each episode is better than last. I will say. Because episode 1, this is like a spoiler, so I'm going to be spoiling all the episodes, including the end. So, I'm not really a big comic reader. I mean, I did buy a Scarlet Witch comic just for this occasion, so I can, like, as I'm watching WandaVision, I can read up about, Scarlet Witch and shit like that. So I know what the fuck kind of shit she's doing. I never finished because, I'm a loser and don't know how to finish stuff I start. But that's not important. But what is, I don't remember. Anyways, so when I first saw WandaVision, my first idea was, I wasn't into it, but then I thought, you know what, I'll check it out. Why not, I'll check it out just for the fuck of it. And I watched the first 2 episodes, and at first I thought the whole series was going to be in black and white, and I thought, oh, this is neat. So the first episode, it starts off, with, I think it's like a parody of, like, the Dick Van Dyke Show, which I had never seen as a kid. I was always I Love Lucy and like a fucking God, what else did I watch? I did watch some old shows when I was little because me and my mom, and I know this is like a later episode, but when 10-year-old Wanda was sitting with her brother Pietro and her mom and dad watching old sitcoms. That was literally me and my mom when I was like her fucking age. So I was about 10 or 11 or like 9 or some shit when me and my mom would just sit and watch old TV. Like, we'd fucking watch like the Andy Griffith show and fucking I Love Lucy. We did watch a little bit of Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie and shit like that. I love those shows. Those shows are pretty good. We never. Well, we did watch like the Mary Tyler Moore show. I know that's a little bit more color and not like black and white. And I might have watched a couple episodes of Dick Van Dyke, but not like enough to really like get like, oh hey, I watched that when I was a child. So, and fucking every time I seen like these episodes, I just felt more and more connected to Wanda because me and Wanda are kind of like, I just see similarities. Like even like outside of WandaVision, you know, because me like Wanda's got a dead sibling. I have a dead sibling, although she grew up with him and. Well, I never grew up with my sister, but that's not important. Wait a second. No, never mind. So I was just looking at something else. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, so episode 1, I think, is a parody of the Dick Van Dyke Show. And I was thinking, why the fuck is Vision here, you know? And so they did that whole shit, you know? And then I think that one was set in the 50s. And then episode 2 is, I think, a parody of the Bewitched show. Now I've only seen like a few episodes of Bewitched. I mean, just like that with I mean, I know I said earlier that I watched it, but it's kind of like the same thing with like Dick Van Dyke and fucking I Dream of Jeannie. I only watched like a few of them. I'd probably say like 5 or 6 episodes. Well, maybe like 7 or 8. I don't fucking remember. I watched quite a bit of it, but not like a lot. I watched like some of it. So I think the episode 2, because it was about like Wanda and Vision like entering like a fucking like a talent show kind of thing, making things fly and levitate and disappear and reappear and shit like that, like a magician, like an actual magician. And if you think about it, like Bewitched, I mean, I know what Bewitched is. It's about a witch, of course. I think it's about a witch. I mean, it has witch in the title. And I also, another thing that I love about this show are the intros. I love how each episode has a different intro that is paralleling the time period that the fucking representing, So like the first episode, had like a Dick Van Dyke opening. I don't remember the openings too well, but I do remember the fucking episode 2's opening very well because that fucking song is stuck in my goddamn head and I can't get it out. Just like another song that appeared later on in the series that you guys may or may not know that's very fucking catchy and actually was the #1 song on Spotify or iTunes or some shit like that. Anyways, so episode 2's fucking opening was amazing and it's stuck in my head. And that was a Bewitched parody, so that's... Oh, Gareth. Calling me a wiener, huh? Yeah. Well, unlike you, I fucking have seen WandaVision. I don't know why that... I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. I'm just exhausted. Whenever I'm tired... No! Well, fuck, I don't know. Wait, what happened? My stupid fucking thing. I gotta see... Hold on a fucking minute. Is everything good in the hood, in the neighborhood? Calling me a wiener, huh? Yeah. Wait. Okay, so I'm like looking at the... Okay. I think everything's good. So I had to check the stream. Something was fucking up. Anyways, seems like everything's going good now. It's not. I don't get good internet down here. Actually, I get fairly decent internet. Last night was a fucking breeze. But anyways. So oh yeah, I forgot, I gotta rate these episodes too. Episode 1 for me was a 5 out of 10. It was pretty average. I kind of liked it. Episode 2, another 5 out of 10. Episode 3, I think it was like a parody of, like the Brady Bunch and like the, Full House, which is really funny because I think people would be interested in seeing like Elizabeth Olsen fucking like ripping off like a show that her younger is it younger or older? I think they're older. Yeah, they're older. I think the Olsen twins are older than her. But like a lot of people were interested in seeing Elizabeth Olsen ripping off a show that her older sisters were in. You know, the fucking Full House. Which I seen Full House, and that's another show I seen is the Brady Bunch. I love that show. That was another show I watched. And fucking like I said, what the fuck was I just saying? The other show. Oh, Full House, duh. Sorry, I'm still trying to focus on my time because I'm really sad that the time fucked up because now I don't know how long I've been recording for. Or streaming, I should say. I don't know. So episode 3, I kind of like the I like the intro. It's pretty decent. Um, I'm sure there's another thing that it's kind of pulling inspiration from, but you know, like the pretty much the whole premise of episode 3 is Wanda is suddenly pregnant out of nowhere, which made people wonder if Vision actually has a dick or not, you know, and is able to, you know, produce semen, which I don't think is actually possible for Vision. I don't think Vision can physically have children. He doesn't have a, well, I mean, he could have like a artificial dick, but he wouldn't have actual semen or something in his so the episode 3 is, you know, Wanda, she's accelerating her pregnancy, you know, and shit like that. I don't even know what to say because I'm fucking focused on my having. Well, I mean, he could have like a artificial dick, but you know, I think it's going. I'm thinking it's going good. I'm thinking it's going good. I won't. I'm sorry. So, anyways, God, why do I keep forgetting what the fuck I'm saying? I'm getting distracted because of my shit reconnecting, and now I don't know how long I've officially been streaming for. So episode 3, Wanda is getting pregnant for no fucking reason, and she keeps accelerating her pregnancy, so, you know, 1 minute she's like a month pregnant, the next she's like 2 or 3, and then like 5 minutes later she's like 8 months pregnant, you know? So the whole episode is just her getting pregnant, like going through the 9 months of pregnancy within like 20 something minutes. However long that episode is, I know they change like the length. I can't fucking talk. The lengths of the episodes. And then by the end of it, fucking Wanda has 2 children, Tommy and Billy, which apparently from the comics that I never read, is like 2 superheroes, Wiccan and Speed. I don't know which is which. I can't remember. I don't remember which one Tommy and Billy are. Because I never really paid too much attention. I was just, fuck, I don't know. I think Tommy is Wiccan and then Billy is Speed. Maybe it's the other way around. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't pay too much attention. I probably got him wrong. And if I got him right, well, hell yeah, that's how I fucking roll. No, I'm just kidding. I don't roll anymore. Anyways, so the hell was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so by the time the episode ends, like she gives birth, and then episode 4, oh, I gotta rate episode 3. That one was like a 6 out of 10. I really liked it. A little better score. Now we're getting into episode 4. Now I really like this one. This one actually really had me screaming. I was like, no, that. Actually, I think it was at the end of episode 3 where Monica Rambeau, which I didn't even know who the fuck that was until I realized it was the little girl from Captain Marvel. And I love Captain Marvel. I know. It's a big thing to say that I love Captain Marvel. I like the movie. The superhero is okay. I did like the movie though. It was pretty good. The hell is this number 2? This warning 2. Click to read your 2 on something. Your notifications. New notifications. Dropped flames detected 31% over the last 2 minutes. Dropped flames detected 26% over the last 2 minutes. Well, sorry, you fucking dickhead. Anyways, I wonder where Gareth went because he's not saying much. And he says no viewers, so he's probably out of here. He's probably like, oh, WandaVision. I never seen this episode because I'm a fucking loser. No, I'm just kidding, Gareth. Gareth, you're not a loser. And if you're still here, I got a new computer, so I deleted Discord off my phone, so I have it up on my computer now. I have my account and everything on my computer, so I don't have to worry about that shit. Now, you just call me on my computer. We can do a podcast together if you want. I mean, I know you don't do podcasts anymore, but I mean, if you're not busy, I mean, hey, you wanna hop onto this fucking podcast? Not right now, but like another day. I mean, you can if you want. I mean, I don't know if you're still here because it says 0 viewers, and I don't know. Anyways, the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so episode 4. Oh yeah, Monica Rambeau. I think this is like, God, I really want to say that it was at the end of episode 3. I haven't watched. I need to rewatch it actually, because I forgot most of it. Because I think it was at the end of episode 3, Wanda realized who Monica was. Because in the show, and like Wanda's little TV show, her name was Geraldine, which I've never really heard that name very much. I have a couple. I have a couple of residents up there at my work named Geraldine, and I'm like, oh, I've never heard that name before. And I like the name. If I ever have a daughter, I should name her that. Who am I kidding? I ain't having kids. Look at me. Think somebody wants to have kids with this fat girl? I almost said fat girl. Oh my god. I wish I was a fat girl. Like a fat man right here. I ain't talking about Gareth. No, I'm just kidding. Gareth, you're not fat. Because I am. Okay. So anyways, so episode 4. This one really was amazing because it opened up, the world back to. I like the opening of this episode where it shows Monica coming back from being dusted, and it's cool to see because like I don't know. I mean, I could be the only one in the world who wonders who got snapped away when Thanos, snapped his fingers and dusted half of all life. I was kind of interested in wondering who all got dusted, and apparently Monica got dusted. Darcy, I saw somewhere Even before WandaVision confirmed it. I don't know. Wait, did it confirm it? I think it did confirm it sometime. I don't know, but I seen somewhere that Darcy Lewis, the one who played by Kat Dennings, which I fucking love her. She's fucking awesome. She's funny as fuck. She got dusted, and I think Jimmy Woo, the guy from fucking Ant-Man and the Wasp, because the first time I seen him in the show, I was like, who the fuck is that guy? And then I realized it was the cop from Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm like, oh, I think he got dusted. He got snapped out of existence. And I was like, oh, cool, because I love episode 4's opening because it shows everybody coming back after like doing Hulk snap. So when Hulk snapped everybody back, then that's when episode 4 of WandaVision started, because WandaVision, if I'm not mistaken, is like 3 weeks after Endgame, and I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier is 6 months after, and Spider-Man: Far From Home is 8 months, and then I think wait, what's next? I think Loki is next. Is the next show, I think, because I think that shows up in June. I think. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm exhausted, and when I'm exhausted, I'm tired. Wait, did I just say if I'm exhausted, I'm tired? What the fuck? I meant I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. See, that's prime example, like the. Anyways, the fuck was I gonna say? Well, actually, since I'm trying to think of something to say, I think this would be a good time to refresh things over here. I'm exhausted. And see I'm tired. How long I've been recording a live stream for. 23 minutes so far. I kind of got to keep an eye on it because my fucking Streamlabs likes to fuck up on me. Come on, computer version. I thought you were better than this. So anyways, episode 4. I like this episode because it shows everybody, like outside of the TV show. And it shows how, like, Darcy and everybody is, like, monitoring the Hex, as they call it. Wanda's Hex. And they, they're just like, whoa, it's like an old TV show. Oh my god, that kind of shit. And fucking Darcy gets all wet because she likes WandaVision. Oh, man. Anyways, so fucking, what was I gonna say? So this episode was like fucking amazing. I just wanted to see, and the director Hayward, that fucking asshole, like he revealed he didn't get dusted during Thanos' snap. So he was one of the many that survived the snap. Like Tony or Captain America, that kind of shit. So he survived the snap, and he was like, fucking shit sucked, And, what else happened in episode 4, They were just talking shit about shit. And then my fucking cat Ava's screaming about shit. God damn it. God, I don't know. I can't remember this episode really well, even though it's one of my favorites. I'd probably say this is like a solid 8 out of 10. I love this episode. Episode 5, now we're getting like pretty much halfway through. I think that they originally wanted to have 10 episodes, but because of the coronavirus, which by the way I'm safe from, I got both doses of my vaccine, so I'm safe. So guys, you can cough on me as much as you want. I'll be safe. Anyways, Ava, what are you doing over there? Come here. Ava, what are you doing? What the fuck are you playing with? She's playing with a fucking bug. God damn it. I don't know if you guys can hear her meowing in the background. Fucking thing. Ava, what are you doing? Ava, come here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you distracting me? Well, shit. I'm just kidding. So, anyways, episode 5. Oh, fuck, I gotta talk about the commercials, huh? Actually, I don't think episode. Well, we'll talk. Actually, no, I kind of talked about the commercials a little bit in my Infinity Stone theory, which that was the biggest theory of WandaVision. That and if, Mephisto would appear. And, God, there's a lot to talk about with Wanda. Honda. Actually, that's another thing that, well, actually, this is like in the finale when, they reveal. Oh, no, it was in episode 8 when they reveal how, Wanda did the hex. And after she created Vision, he was like, Wanda. And for some reason, I just want to hear Paul Bettany just put so much emphasis on the W and go, Wanda. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. So, anyways, episode 5. We'll talk about the commercials later. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know if episode 4 had an intro. I can't remember. But episode 5 was a parody of. Well, no, wait. No, I think episode 3 was a parody of the Brady Bunch, and episode 5 was a parody of Full House. Because I'm thinking of episode 6, and that's Malcolm in the Middle. Yeah. Okay, so this one is in the 80s, and this one is about fucking. This one's about Full House, and it's funny because people were drawing parallels of Tommy and Billy, the twins, to Elizabeth Olsen's real life twin sisters, Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. So I think that's why people draw that in comparison to Full House. Now, this episode introduces Sparky the dog, which I guess was from the comics, like the Vision having a family of people that look like him, of androids and shit. They had like a dog named Sparky or some shit. He was all green or some shit. I don't know. It's weird because I've never read a single comic other than Scarlet Witch, the one that I'm trying to read halfway through. But yet I know pretty well of the comics. It's probably because I watch like reviews of these episodes and like Marvel movies, and people like fucking Matt Pat just like, now in the comics. I don't know. I want to create a comic. I want to create like an actual good like Shockwave comic or something, and like come out with like a Shockwave movie, and so that Matt Pat can theorize it and be like, trying to think about like what Shockwave 2 is gonna bring, the villains, and be like, now in the comics, Shockwave fought this guy, and Gareth whipped out his dick. I don't know. So, yeah, episode 5, fucking Full House parody and shit like that, and the twins age up from babies to 5 years old to 10 years old. By the end of the episode. And then by the end of the episode, Sparky the dog dies. And then Agnes. God, I haven't talked about Agnes yet. She's been like the nosy neighbor this entire time. And oh boy, episode 7 reveals a lot about Agnes. I'm gonna call it Agnes for now. Because you'll see once we get to episode 7. Overall, I like this episode. Another 8 out of 10. I fucking loved it. Can't remember the intro. I'm sure the intro was good. I can't remember it though. So, episode 6. Now, this one was the Malcolm in the Middle opening. I've never seen Malcolm in the Middle, so I was kind of like, this fucking episode sucks. I didn't like the fucking intro because at first when I first watched it and I didn't know it was about Malcolm in the Middle, I was like, what the fuck? So fucking it's like it was a Halloween episode actually. That's what this episode was about. It was about Halloween, and I know a lot of people are really excited to see Wanda dressed up in her comic book accurate fucking outfit. Although we get a way better outfit in the finale. We'll talk about that when we get to it. Um, so yeah, then the Vision comes out in his comic book accurate fucking costume, which I think is really funny or cool or something. Oh shit! I forgot to tell you about the end of fucking episode 5 where they reveal Pietro is alive. Well, as Darcy Lewis said, she recast Pietro, as Evan Peters, which apparently was Quicksilver in the X-Men movies, which I never saw because I don't want to. Um, so Quicksilver, aka Pietro, is back in the scene, but it's not. What is his name? Aaron Taylor Johnson, is that his name? I think that's his name. Who did the one from Age of Ultron? Um, I also kind of like the recaps of these episodes. I think episode 8's recap is my favorite because it shows Thanos. Thanos. Anyways, so what the fuck was I gonna say? Oh my god. What time is it? What time? How long have we been going for? My thing says 18 minutes, but I got it. 32 minutes ago. Okay. So we're about halfway done with this podcast. I'm only on episode 6. Plus, we got a lot of theories and shit to discuss. This might be slightly over an hour if I keep talking about other shit. But anyways, so fuck was I gonna say? Um, God, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, the whole premise is you sack of shit. God fucking damn it. Now it restarted again. It was doing good for 20 fucking minutes. I hate this new computer. Actually, I kind of like it. It's a good computer. I think it's still going good anyways. Stream at least. Still says yeah, it still says I'm good. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so while fucking Wanda and Pietro are taking Billy and Tommy, God, I was gonna say fishing. They're taking them trick or treating, like kids do, and it's funny because Pietro is like the cool uncle, who like does he's like a bad influence, he does bad shit with the kids, like causing trouble, and fucking so meanwhile Vision is like trying to go across the town, but the further away he is from Wanda, the further like the more he sees like people are like frozen or like on a loop or something. There's like a scene where a woman is trying to hang up Halloween decorations, but she keeps like putting her arm up and then down and up and down, but then you see a single tear on her face, and I'm thinking, oh my god, do they feel fucking pain? Because I mean, doing that like for a long time, like your arm will get fucking tired, and if you can't stop doing that, if you have to do that for like who knows how long, for like hours or even days or weeks, then your fucking arm is gonna fucking die on you. So, anyways, so that was kind of disturbing. But then the further away Vision goes in the town, the further away he's away from Wanda, like he sees like more people that are like just like stuck. They're just frozen. They can't move whatsoever. And Vision tries to talk to them, but they don't answer. They can't move. They can't talk. They can't do anything. And then Vision comes across somebody in a car, and it's none other than Agnes. And then she's the only one that's unfrozen, Like, for some reason, I wonder why she can still, move around and shit. And so, she's acting all Agnesy, and then she fucking, and then, oh yeah, Vision. I think he did this in the last episode, in episode 5, with Nolan, that Indian guy. Um, he puts his fingers on the sides of what's her face, of Agnes's head, and he brings her out of the illusion. He brings her out of Wanda's, quote unquote, Wanda's spell, and then they start talking, and she's like, "Oh my god, I don't know how the hell I got here," and then shit like that. So then he, releases her back to Wanda's grasp, and then she drives away. And then Vision like floats up and sees everything. Oh no, 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 that was before. No, that was before because he floated up and then he looked around and saw Agnes in her car. That's what it was. Never mind. I think he did he. No, he went to the edge of the hex and he tried to escape. But then like he saw Darcy and fucking Monica and Jimmy Woo. Uh, fucking he tried to get out of the hex. But like as he was like going out of the hex, like pieces of him were falling apart. He was dying, and then fucking God, I think it was Tommy. I think Tommy's the one I'm thinking of. Like he's the one who's like who can hear Vision screaming, and then he's like, "Oh my God, Dad! Something wrong with Dad!" And then he fucking and then Billy is like, "Oh my God!" And then he's the one that runs really fast, like his uncle Pietro. So so Billy takes Tommy's hand and runs to Wanda, and then Tommy's like, "Oh my God, I can hear Dad. He's in trouble." And then fucking Pietro says something like, "Oh, your dead husband can't die twice," or something, which he did. Um, and then Wanda fucking blasts him, and fucking throws him across the fucking thing. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, fucking relax, buddy. So then Wanda, closes her eyes. Her eyes go all red, and she expands the hex bigger so that she can save Vision. Meanwhile, Darcy came out. She's like, "Why aren't you guys helping him? He's in trouble, But then, like, they lock her up to a car or something, and she can't get out. And then, as the hex is getting bigger, she gets sucked in. And I love how she's like, "Oh fuck." And then she just gets like inhaled by the hex. She gets inhaled by the grid. Oh, that's an Oni Plays joke for you guys who don't know. She gets inhaled by the grid. She gets inhaled by the hex, and so do a few sword agents, Oh, and also episode 5, I forgot to mention, they put a drone in the fucking town, and Wanda gets pissed off and she's like, "No," and then she gets out of the hex and talks to the people, and she's like, "No, you get the fuck out of here. I'm not bothering anybody, I ain't bothering you." That was in episode 5. I'm sorry, I forgot. Uh, so I think that's the end of the episode. If I missed something, then I'll talk about it later. So episode 6, I rate this one another 8 out of 10. I fucking loved it. It was great. So episode 7. Now this one is a big one. Actually, episode 7, 8, and 9 are big episodes. So this one, fucking starts. I think it starts off with like Wanda. Actually, the intro is now. This one's like a parody of like The Office and Modern Family, and I think a show called Happy, which I think I remember kind of seeing like promos of it, and like the music in the intro kind of sound like The Office, and I think like the flashing like letters of Wanda's name because it goes, it's just like nothing but like flashes of Wanda's name. But then kind of I think at the end when it like links up with Vision, like it has Wanda like on a calendar, and then Vision like kind of sneaks in and like the I think the white and blue White and red, I mean, letters. I think that's like a reference to Modern Family. I don't know. I haven't seen Modern Family in fucking years. Um, so, fucking, this episode starts off with Wanda in bed. She hasn't changed her outfit from Halloween. And then Billy and Tommy come in. Tommy's like, my head hurts. I keep hearing voices and screaming. I don't like it. And she's like, I don't fucking kill kids. You get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna fucking kill you. You know, and then they leave, and then fucking Wanda's just making shit. She's sitting on the couch watching TV. She's noticing the hex is starting to fall apart. And then she's talking to the camera, you know, like they do in Modern Family. She's like, I don't know why the hex is falling apart. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And then meanwhile, it shows Vision waking up, you know, and seeing Darcy, and she doesn't know who the fuck she is. And she's like it's like a circus theme, you know, like all the sword agents are circus themed because Wanda sees them as like circus freaks, you know. And then fucking Vision takes Darcy out of Wanda's fucking mind control, and she's back to her old self. So her and Vision try to you know, make it back to the house to see Wanda to, you know, confront her about what the fuck has been going on. So, you know, they like the whole scenes are pretty much them just like getting stuck in traffic and kids walking by and like these fucking people just like these construction workers like working on like a street pole, you know, or something. And that's like later on in the episode, because I don't want to really explain what's going on with Vision. And it's cool to see Vision and Darcy having some interaction. I don't know why I find that cool. I'm like, you know what, that's pretty cool. Um, and every time they reference the Mind Stone, I get excited. I'm like, oh, they know what an Infinity Stone is. Ah. Oh. I mean, obviously they do, because, you know, the Avengers world, you know? So then fucking Vision, Wanda, I mean, no, fucking, the kids are fighting, no, yeah, the kids are fighting, you know, this is before, you know, she sits down and watches TV. Kids are fighting about, like, the controllers, like, changing shape and, like, getting weird. And then Wanda comes down, she's like, shut the fuck up, kids. And then all three sit on the couch, and she fucking changes the channel to the weather, you know. And then fucking what's her face? Fucking Agnes comes in. And she's like, "Hey, you need a day off, you know?" And then she's like telling Tommy and Billy like, "Hey, you need to give your mom some fucking privacy." So then Agnes takes him over to her house while Wanda relaxes. And she's like, I'm relaxed now. So God, was it this episode or the? No, it was this episode that happened. Because I don't know. I'm just kind of skip a few shit, and you know, now I'm going to the part where fucking Monica, you know, and Jimmy and like the whole team are trying to get back into the hex, and Wanda's like suited up. She's getting in this like tank, and they try to get in there because you know because I think in the previous episode fucking Monica was like, "Oh, I've got a friend. I got an aerospace engineer friend that I'll meet now," and everybody was freaking out. Like, "Oh my god, is this Reed Richards? You know, Mr. Fantastic?" And which I don't know why the fuck everybody wants John Krasinski to fucking play him. I mean, he's a great actor. I love him as Jim Halpert, and I loved him in The Quiet Place. But why him? I mean, I don't. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know what he looks like in the comics, but Mr. Fantastic. I don't know what he looks like in the comics, but I mean, I guess if you want him to fucking be it, but anyways, and you know that people are gonna fucking bitch about it, like, why the fuck didn't he get cast? I don't know, but anyways, that's not the point. The point is, So Monica like suits up. She tries to go into the hex, but then the tank, turns into like a truck, and then she has to bail. Then she goes in by herself, and then while she's entering this thing, she becomes Photon, which I guess is what she is in the. It's either like I think people are saying like Photon or Spectrum or whatever the fuck it was. Um, but it's cool because you can see her transforming into this superhero because now she can see like like energies and like photons and spectrums and shit. Guys, I'm on some kind of spectrum. anyways, so Monica, eventually gets in, and then she, like, her eyes are glowing blue. She can see things, and then she's like, "What the fuck is going on?" Because people are fucking coming in the pants because fucking in the previous episode, I think it was one of the episodes, fucking Darcy said, "Oh, when you went in the hex, like in and out of the hex, like your molecules like changed or your cells changed on a molecular level." People are shitting because they're like, "Oh my god, it's the mutants. This is how the X-Men come to the fucking SCU." It's like, well, maybe. We'll see, guys. We'll see about X-Men. I'm not a big fan of the X-Men of Fantastic Four. I don't know why. I just don't like them. There's just something fishy about that fucking Wolverine fucker. No, I'm just kidding. What the fuck is up with Patrick Stewart over there in the wheelchair? I forgot his name. Isn't it like Xavier or something? Mr. Xavier. I don't know. I can't remember his fucking name. 48 minutes? Oh my god. I was just checking on what time I've been recording, and I'm only on episode 7. So we need to kind of fucking hurry up on this shit. I don't have to end it exactly an hour, but it makes me feel better. Still got to do my outro and shit. Anyways, so she goes in there. She runs to Wanda's house, and tries to see what the fuck is going on. And then that's when they cut back to Darcy and Vision. We've already discussed this story. So Monica fucking goes to Wanda's house, and she's like all upset. She's like, "Get the fuck out of my house," because she remembers her. And then she like takes her red glowy energy, and then she like lifts Monica up, and then fucking drops her. And then fucking Monica does this like cool pose where she does like a superhero thing, superhero landing, and everything's like blue and shit. And I'm like, wow. And then fucking Agnes comes over and takes Wanda back to her house, And then Monica fucking does something. I don't know what she fucking does. She just stands there looking like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And so then Wanda's like, "Hey, Agnes, where are the kids?" And then she's like, "Oh, they're probably playing in the basement." And then Wanda slowly goes down to the basement, and then she looks around and sees all this witch stuff and all this like really cool like ancient stuff. And then Agnes is like, "Wanda, Wanda, Wanda, you thought you were the only magical girl in town, And then she fucking does her magical shit, and then she's got Senior Scratchy, her fucking mommy at it, which I think is a funny name. And people are saying that Senior Scratchy is Nicholas Scratch, I think is his name. Agnes's son from the comics. Um, and then Wanda, or not Wanda, the other one, fucking Agnes, is like, it's nice to finally meet you. Then she has her like Wanda under her spell. And then this is where the song that's been stuck in my head and still is stuck in my fucking head for the past like month or two, or whenever the fucking episode aired. Agatha all along. She has her own intro, and she's like, "It's been Agatha all along," that kind of shit. And then it like has like a montage of her just like controlling everything and pulling every evil string. And that's literally a lyric. And it's been Agatha all along. And she's insidious, that's what they say. And she's also perfidious, is that what they said? I don't know. I don't know how to say that word. But and then they show that it's been Agatha. She's been pulling all the evil strings all along. And then that's the end of episode 7. I fucking adore this episode. 9 out of 10. Let's go on to episode 8. Now I like the recap of this one. This one shows the events of Infinity War. Where Thanos fucking picks up Vision by the throat and rips the stone out of his head. And then fucking fucking what am I trying to say? Oh yeah, it cuts back to Agatha's, so it's episode 8. So we got this episode and the next episode. So this one, Agatha is telling Wanda all about her magic and all about how why don't you know what the fuck magic is? She's like, I don't know, and then fucking Agatha and Wanda's like, what the fuck are my kids? And then Wanda. Oh, Agatha. Yeah. Oh, I did say that, didn't I? Good old Agatha Harkness. She was like, she was mocking her because she's like, "Where are my kids?" Oh, that accent just comes and goes. Since they mentioned that too in episode 6, like, what happened to your accent? And then Wanda's like, whatever happened to your accent? And then Pietro's like, what happened to yours? And her accent, like, you can kind of tell, like, she does come and go, just like me. No, I'm just kidding. So then Agatha fucking goes through 3 or 4 fucking events of Wanda's life to see how she created the Hex, how she was powerful enough. And her first memory is the one I discussed earlier about Wanda and Pietro being 10 years old, sitting in front of the TV, and watching sitcoms together. But it's funny because in Age of Ultron, Pietro said that they were having dinner when one of Stark's bombs blew up the house and killed the parents. But in this episode, they show that they're sitting down watching TV, not eating dinner. So either Wanda's memory is wrong or Pietro is a fucking liar. There's some continuity error there. Fucking Pietro, you bitch. No, I'm just kidding. So, anyways, so then Wanda, they show Wanda and Pietro and the parents sitting down watching old sitcoms. They're watching Dick Van Dyke, and then it just has like a couple, like 2 or 3 close-up shots of little Wanda laughing along with the episode, and then boom, all of a sudden, like the fucking bomb explodes the wall, and then Wanda and Pietro are like hiding under something. I can't remember, like a couch or like a bed or something. And then like they see it, the bomb that they stayed for 2 days, or as Scarlet Witch said, we waited 2 days for Tony Stark to kill us, and the bomb never went off because Agatha revealed that she was born a witch. She's been a witch ever since she was born, and she used a possibility hex, and that's why the bomb never went off. But they thought that it was faulty, you know. But then they were thinking, well, like Stark Industries is like the leading company in like weapons and shit. So the chances of one of the bombs like being defective is not like is not like a common thing, for Stark Industries. And then they cut back to the modern day. Agatha pulls adult Wanda out from under the, I think it was a couch or like a bed or something. I can't remember. And then they go through another door where they show how Wanda got her powers from the Mind Stone. They show how how she was recruited by Hydra. Not well, were they recruited? Well, they like joined Hydra, to fight Stark, and she like her and Pietro were test subjects, you know. So then two scientists brought Wanda into the room, and then they had the scepter, and then the Mind Stone breaks out of the scepter and then flies towards her and shows her a vision of the Scarlet Witch that she would later become. And, you know, like just a close up of Wanda's face, you know, like her pretty blue eyes. God, her eyes are beautiful. I'm sorry. And, you know, like the yellow glow on her face. And then just a huge yellow explosion of light, and then she's just on the ground. But then they show the camera, and the camera shows that like none of that shit happened. That she's just walking, and then suddenly she's just on the ground. And then the scientist's like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then they take her to a room where she's watching Brady Bunch, you know. And then the TV turns off, and then Wanda and Agatha are talking, and Agatha says that it wasn't that she's like, so you think you got your power from an Infinity Stone, which is cool how that Agatha knows what an Infinity Stone is, by the way. Anytime any of the characters for some reason mention the words Infinity Stone or the name of an Infinity Stone, I get excited for some reason. But Agatha's like, you think you got your power from an Infinity Stone, you know? And then she revealed that the Mind Stone actually just enhanced her powers. You know, like if she was never exposed to the Mind Stone's energy, like her witch powers inside of her would have just faded away and would have, you know, never happened if she wasn't exposed to the Mind Stone's energy. So then it cuts to the third and I think final memory, where it's after Age of Ultron, and Wanda's sitting in this room at the Avengers Tower, the Avengers Complex, I think it was, where like Vision came in and she wanted him to sit next to her and watch TV with her. I think it was like Malcolm in the Middle or some shit, which is the show. And Wanda and Vision were talking, you know, being really cute together. I love Wanda and Vision together. I think they're a cute couple. Cutest MCU couple. That's what I think. So then they talk for a bit, you know, and they talk like I think she mentions, you know, Pietro and how she's really sad, obviously, about her brother's death. Yeah, that's literally what they do. They just talk, you know. And then Agatha's just like a dead brother. Oh no, dead parents, dead brother, a dead Vision. You know, then she's like, "What made you, you know, create this hex?" Oh, and then this is the final and biggest one, where it shows a few weeks or a few days, I think, or moments or whatever, um, where Wanda Wanda went to the Sword headquarters to see Vision's body. She's like, "Hey, when I came back, Vision's body was gone, and I know you guys have him." And then they let her in to see it, and then Director Hayward is like, "Hey, yeah, you can see the body, you know." And so he let her see the body, and Vision's body was mangled and messed up. They tore him apart to try to see, you know, like try to create him as a weapon. And Wanda was crying, and she broke the glass and like flew down to see Vision. And this scene really made me cry because it's a reference to Infinity War, where, you know, she would use her red energy, you know, the fingers moving around, and like, you know, like use it on the Mind Stone. She's like, "I can feel you," you know. But then in this one, she used her red energy like in the place where the Mind Stone should be. She starts crying. She said, "I can't feel you." You know, he's really gone. And then she, you know, leaves the facility, gets in the car and sees, you know, like a map somewhere. And then she drives to Westview and then finds a house, like a plot of a house. and she opens it up and says, and there's like blueprints of a house that Vision wanted to build with her, and he said to grow old in the, like Vision was saying that he bought this property. This was before Infinity War, obviously, because he didn't know he was gonna die by the big purple hands of Thanos. And so, Wanda just breaks down and she just falls to her knees and then just like kind of like how she did in Age of Ultron after the Pietro died. She just fell to her knees and released a huge burst of red energy. She kind of did the same thing here, except a lot bigger, and that's how she created the Hex. And she started building the house around her, and then you see like a yellow, like everything's red up until like a thing of yellow, like gushing out of her. Not gushing, but you know what I mean. Like releasing out of her and building a new Vision. And then that's when, everything's all black and white. And then that's when Vision's like, Wanda. And then, she's just all like, wow. And then you hear Agatha clapping. And then she's like in the audience, she's like, bravo. And then she does like a click of her fingers or her hand or something. And then disappears. And then Wanda hears crying and screaming outside. She's like, oh, the kids. And then she runs outside in the street. And then sees Agatha Harkness dressed up, in a witch getup, in a purple witch getup, like choking Tommy and Billy with, like some purple, like leash magic looking thing. I think at the beginning of this episode actually is when they showed Agatha Harkness like at the Salem witch trials. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, they show like how powerful she actually is. And then that's when Agatha is like, this is chaos magic, Wanda, and that makes you the Scarlet Witch. And I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, she name dropped Scarlet Witch. Because I was thinking, nobody has ever name dropped Scarlet Witch. I mean, at first when I was starting to get into Marvel, like I thought, oh, somebody already named her, Scarlet Witch. Like, oh, well, I'm the Scarlet Witch. No, I apparently not. Like, this is the first ever time somebody's ever said Scarlet Witch, and it was Agatha. So that was episode 8. My fucking god, I'm tired. That was episode 8. I rate this a 10 out of 10. This was a fucking fantastic episode. And I love learning more about Wanda's backstory. Like, I love learning that she, started, like, she got her powers from when she was born, Like, I just like that. I like seeing, like, her past and shit. And, oh my god, I've been recording for 46 minutes. That's like an hour and 4 minutes. Oh my lord. It's alright. We have one episode to go, and this is like the big finale. Now, the post-credit scene of this episode shows White Vision. Because Director Hayward took the drone that Wanda... that Wanda destroyed. And it had like the red glowing energy. So they used that to make White Vision. And he has like a little mini arc reactor where the Mind Stone usually would be. And I'm like, that's fucking cool. Okay, episode 9. This is the final one. And then I promise I'll shut up. I won't go in. I mean, I was going to say I won't go into too many details. I won't because I'm exhausted. And also because I won't. I probably won't get into the theories and shit, but. So episode 9 opens up with fucking Wanda and Agatha, like how they ended. And so Agatha and Wanda are just fighting, and then Wanda throws a few red energy at him. Fucking Agatha catches it, they just have this big old battle, and then Wanda throws a car at her, like how she did to Tony Stark in Civil War. Which I thought was cool. And then a really funny Easter egg, or not Easter egg, but like a reference to Wizard of Oz, which I've never seen, but I get the reference. where under the car, two boots, two like witch boots, and I think that's like a reference to like Wizard of Oz, when the Wicked Witch or something gets crushed under the house, and they just leave like two the boots and shit like that. And then, oh yeah, and then fucking Tommy and Billy are stuck at home. And then and then Wanda gets up and she sees White Vision, and she's like, "Vision, is that you?" And he's like, "Wanda." I really wish he'd say that. Like, put so much emphasis on the W. And then she walks up to him, and he puts his hands on her head and starts crushing it, and you can hear the bones in her skull just like getting crushed, and she's like, "Oh." And then Vision, our Vision, the Hex Vision, like comes in and like saves the day and fucking beats the shit out of him and throws him to this fiery pit of hell. And and then Vision walks out. White Vision walks out like a badass. And then so Agatha and Agatha and Wanda fight it out, while Vision and White Vision are fighting it out. So you get the whole idea. That whole shit happens. Then meanwhile, they're back in Agatha's house, and quote unquote Pietro has Monica locked up in Agatha's house, and if she tries to escape, like he runs really fast up to the door to lock it out, and then he pushes her with one finger and sends her flying. And then she reveals that she realizes that his real name is Ralph Boner, which is funny. And then she sees like a necklace, like with purple glowing energy, and she rips it off. And then he's like, "Don't hurt me." So he was another man under Agatha's control. And, shit like that. Oh my god. My fucking computer is at 13%, and I fucking just charged this before I. Oh my god, this fucking thing sucks on battery. So you get the gist. They do a lot of fighting and shit. And they do like a cool Incredibles pose, like towards the end, because and then like they like Wanda and fucking Agatha they're fighting, and then Agatha's like, "A hero doesn't torture people, Wanda," and then all the people of Westview are just like getting really mad because Agatha releases the mind control, and everybody's just like crowding around Wanda and like trying to like fight her and shit, and like, "Why the fuck are you doing this to us?" And she's like, "You fucking bitch." And then then Wanda accidentally tries to strangle him, and then she's like, "No," and then she like tries to release the hex, but like to let people go. But as she's doing this, your battery is running low. You might want to oh, fuck you. So, guys, if this ends abruptly, then I don't know. So you get the whole idea. If you haven't watched it, then I don't know what to tell you. I gotta wrap this up quick. My computer sucks on battery. Anyways, so that whole thing, and then she realizes if she drops the hex, then her whole family, Billy, Tommy, and Vision, like start falling apart. And then she puts the hex back, and then like they fight more, and then Vision and White Vision have this talk, and then Vision puts memories of him, like doing shit into White Vision, so White Vision is now normal. He's got like the normal white eyes that Vision had, and then he shoots up and then goes somewhere else. So then eventually, they stop, like they just fight and shit, and they just have this huge epic battle. They do like this Incredibles pose. So then eventually, like shit happens, and then I'm just gonna cut to the chase to the end. So like after the fight, like during the fight, like Wanda like overpowers Agatha. She does like the cool like trick that like in like the Agatha and Wanda floating in midair, like really high up in the sky, and she does like the cool like she tilts her head, and she does like the snap thing, and she disappears, and then fucking just fights Agatha. And then they get overpowered and shit, and then Agatha, like, shoots a whole bunch of energy, and then Wanda becomes the Scarlet Witch, with a very cool headdress, which I made, by the way, and I might show it off sometime. And, they do this whole epic battle. Wanda ends up winning, and then they all, like, go back to the ground, and it's, like, sunny outside, now, and Agatha's just on the ground defeated. She's like, no! And then Wanda's in, like, this Scarlet Witch outfit, like, her brand new outfit. And then she mind controls Agatha back to Agnes, the nosy neighbor and shit like that. And then they do, like, a closing scene where Wanda drops the hex, and she has her and Vision have a very heartwarming conversation. And then the hex drops, Vision disappears along with Tommy and Billy, and then she's walking down the street, going back to Monica, and everybody that she mind controlled is staring at her like, you fucking bitch. And then she thanks Monica, and then she transforms into a Scarlet Witch thing, and then she flies away. And that is the end of WandaVision. Except that then they show fucking Director Hayward going to jail. One of the fucking people are like, hey, Monica, I want to talk to you in the theater. Oh, hey, I'm a Skrull. Somebody wants to see you up there in the sky. Oh, it's Nick Fury. Spoiler alert. And then that's the end of Wanda. Just kidding. Then there's another post-credit scene where Wanda's in a field, like a mountain range area, and she's just in a wood log cabin, and she's making tea, and then it just cuts to a different room, and she's just fucking like reading. What is it called? The Darkhold? Yeah, the Darkhold. She's reading the Darkhold and practicing with her astral form, kind of like Doctor Strange, and then she hears Tommy and Billy crying out for help, and she's like, what? And then that's officially the end of WandaVision. Oh my god. This episode 9, is a 10 out of 10. This is my favorite one out of all of them. As a show, as a whole, I rate this show a fucking 9.5 out of 10. There are a few flaws, obviously. No show is perfect, but this one is one of my favorite shows. It's definitely in the top 3. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's on Disney+. It's a very good episode. It's a very good show. And with that, guys, with 9% of battery remaining, which is fucking stupid because this fucking thing was at like 70-something% when I started. How long ago was that? I hope I have time to check this. I hope it just doesn't die on me. Perfect, but this one, oh my god, 1 hour and 14 minutes. This is how long I usually did podcasts. But anyways, guys, my jaw is hurting, your ears are bleeding, my voice is fucking killing me. And if you did enjoy this podcast and me discussing WandaVision, and if you've never seen WandaVision, give it a try, please. I very much encourage it. It's a very good show. I mean, you would have to know about, like, Vision and Age of Ultron and who, like, Wanda actually is and who Vision is, obviously. You'd have to know quite a bit about them. So if you haven't seen any of the other movies, just watch all of the ones that, that they debut in, or that they're in, whatever. But anyways, guys, if you did like this podcast and you wanted to if you wanted to leave a like, please do. Please give it a like. It would really help me out a lot. If you want to dislike it, go right ahead. Your decision. But anyways, guys, Colorful Warfare, Kettle and Sonic, Silas, and Alyssa's channels are always in the link in the description. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, please comment, please like, do all that other